Most people look at the night sky and say, "What a beautiful view." But very few realize that the light reaching us from those stars is not from today. In fact, when you're looking at a star, you're actually looking at its past. Light travels at a fixed speed, around 300,000 kilometers per second. But space is so vast that we needed a new way to measure distance. That's why scientists use the unit light year. 1 light year is the distance light travels in 1 year, roughly 9.46 trillion kilometers. So when a star is 500 light years away, its light takes 500 years to reach us, which means what you're seeing is a 500-year-old image of that star. Take the star Betelgeuse. It's about 640 light years away. If it were to explode today in a massive supernova, we wouldn't see it for another 640 years. By the time we witness it, we may no longer even be alive. Another star, Deneb, is around 2,600 light years away. So when you look at it, you're seeing the light that began his journey 2,600 years ago, long before Alexander the Great was even born. Here's a mind-bending fact. Many stars you see in the sky may already be dead. Their cores may have collapsed, or they may have turned into white dwarfs, or even black holes. But their light is still on the way to us. In space, distance is time. The farther you look, the further back in time you're seeing. When astronomers look at distant galaxy clusters, they're essentially looking at the early history of the universe. NASA's James Webb Space Telescope has captured images of galaxies whose light is over 13 billion years old. In other words, we are literally looking at moments that happened just after the Big Bang. So the big question, can we actually look into the past? Scientifically, yes. Thanks to light, we can visually observe the past of the universe. We can't go back in time physically, but space itself gives us a kind of natural time machine. Think about this. The star you're seeing tonight, your grandfather might have seen the same star years ago, and one day your children will see it too. But each generation will be seeing light from a different age of that star's life. So the next time you gaze at the night sky, don't just admire the sparkle. Feel the journey of that light. Because every star is a piece of history, a signal from a time far older than we can imagine. If this changed the way you see the night sky, subscribe to the channel, because this is just the beginning. The universe still has many stories to tell.